Hey guys, Tony the Soy Sauce Assassin. Welcome to the Saturday show. I waited a few minutes longer to see if Michael was gonna jump in or whatnot, but didn't see anybody yet. So we'll move on with today's topic. And today I'm gonna smoke my last Founder cigar, Connecticut, I believe. Yep, one last one I haven't smoked yet, so that's what I'm gonna let up today. And we'll talk about some topic. Hopefully today we'll get more of chat comments so we can kind of engage and whatnot. Last time we had a really common topic, so this time we'll try to follow through. And if Michael and the normal crew jumps on, we'll talk about the TPE. So let me get this cut. Hope everybody had a good day. We are cold as hell. You can freeze your butt off outside right now. It is. I had the heat on for 2 hours in my basement, and now it's 55.2 degrees. Still cold. Outside is like 19 degrees. So I don't recommend anybody to be in the Massachusetts area right now. Not a good. And for drinks, I am going with my sarsaparilla with salt. With salt. I don't know. Like most people don't do that, but I think a lot of Asian does this. We drink soda and we put salt in it. And when we feel like we lack of sodium, and it makes the drink taste better. A lot of time when you like bit yourself or you have sore throat, we will drink sarsaparilla with salt. And for a while they didn't make it with salt, and now they make it. It literally says add salt. So now this one has salt. I don't know how it tastes like. I don't know how much salt they put in there, but there is 30 grams of added sugar and 48 grams of sodium, which means probably the same amount of salt for just having cherry coke or something like that. So we'll see. And like a few minutes before the show, I also had to refill my lighters, so I have a lighter to use. But just for the heck of it, I ain't gonna light it up with some matches today because I feel like it. Take some time, take some time. Okay. What? Ah! There we go. Martin! All right, we got Martin here. Put him on the screen.
I just woke up from a nap.
Yeah. Of course.
Yep.
Nap is life. Life's a nap.
Right. I gotta get my cigar.
Okay, so that light up pretty well. Oof. So we have 5 viewers right now. Let me know why you're smoking today. I don't know, like some people talking about this like some sort of like Logan Paul fight or something like that today. I don't know. I don't really pay attention to them, but that's what I heard. Yeah, Logan Paul is got a fight again or something like that.
I don't know. All I know that there were some soccer games that we're gonna be playing today.
So Martin, you gotta use your Bluetooth today because you sound kind of far away.
Yeah, I'm gonna get it. It was charging while I was taking a nap.
Cool.
And I've got this one that I stole from
when you rob a bank, rob a cigar shop.
Yeah, robbed a cigar shop.
Rob a cigar shop. Actually, not bad. Very cedary. I mean, this for Connecticut cigars, they're not supposed to be particularly crazy. So this one is not bad. It has flavor. It's got a little bit of saltiness too. It's got flavor. Burns okay. It does have a little bit tunnel. I don't know if you guys can see that tunnel on the top, but it did not bother my draw right now. So we'll see how that goes. Let's see how that goes. Monkey shoulder. I wonder why they call it monkey shoulder. What's so special about monkey? Yeah, what is that? What? Yeah, why do they call it monkey shoulder?
Monkey's on the shoulder.
Well, technically, monkey's on the back, not monkey on the shoulder.
Like the barrel of monkeys. I don't know.
So today's topic I want to talk about doesn't just affect cigars, really. I think it affects a lot of collection or purchase area, and then kind of most apparent now because now it's got into obviously our everyday life. Now, when it comes to everyday life, I'm talking about is limitation to buy stuff. Limitation to buy stuff. So, you know how you go to the grocery store. Let's say you have 20 bucks. And your goal was to buy as much egg as you can for that 20 bucks. You go to the market and they say, sorry, you can only buy 6 eggs. We got plenty of eggs, but we need to save it for everyone else. So you can only buy 6 eggs.
Like toilet paper.
Yeah, toilet paper. Do you guys feel like that makes sense? Because I think in a capitalism world, it does not make sense. In a capitalist country, it doesn't make sense, right? Because you as a business, you want to sell it, right? If we run out, you run out. I understand that you want to try to cater as much customer as possible, but me, travel all this way to buy egg, and I have the money to pay for it, you refuse to sell it to me. You said limited 1 per person. It's not like I'm gonna go sell it to other people. It's eggs, I want to eat it. It makes no sense. And this also happened with video games. It will happen with the cigars, which is the dumbest shit, I think, is that, you know, when Andalusian Bowl was limited, everybody is limited to only one Andalusian Bowl stick. And they sell that one for like $50. It generates scarcity, right? It generates issues. It's like, why can't I buy it? Because I have the money. I'd rather buy a whole box than one stick. And if you don't have enough, like, you know, first come, first serve kind of thing, right? When it comes to cigars. You don't sell it? Well, what not? I mean, obviously I can see that people use it as a sales ploy. It's like you gotta buy a certain amount of stuff so you can buy one stick of that. Okay, generates more sale, but isn't that kind of considered as gouging? I'm like forcing you to buy other stuff just so that you can buy it.
Collect cigars.
Right? What do you guys think about that? Let me know. I'm gonna adjust this camera just a tad. Because it's bothering me.
Hey, I see you, Tony.
I know you can see me, but it's bothering me. Like, that is, yeah, it's, or whatever. I adjusted it. Huh? 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 This one. Why can't I adjust that? Why?
I don't know why, but my dog hates when I refill my lighters. He runs away.
There we go. Yeah, this. Here we go. No. No.
What's up, Kat? What's up, Val? What's up, Joe?
Here we go.
It's Saturday. Where the fuck is everybody?
You know, I was supposed that Michael's probably still on his way to home. I don't know how long it takes for him to travel.
Yeah.
So things happen. But yeah, like I said, I think there's like a some sort of fight, boxing, whatever going on today, and I don't know what else. But you know, nevertheless, the show will go on, and yeah, what do you guys think about being limited by something that obviously they have the inventory for, and obviously of something that obviously you need more than one. Okay, right? There's no
trace.
right. There's no reason for anybody that needs to buy 15 PS5. Okay, so I can understand that's being limited to one person. Okay, that I understand. No one needs 15 PS5. Okay.
True.
I can also understand that nobody needs try to find obvious something that's so limited that you only limit to one. Oh shit!
What the
Oh
fuck?
shit! What the?
You look fancy with that new backdrop.
We took it off the booth yesterday when they're tearing it down.
Oh shit! Is that a piece of wood?
No, it's plastic. It's like screen printed.
Still looks badass.
That looks sexy.
It's pretty cool.
Except now your phone's going to be focusing on you and then focusing on Pascualos and doing this thing.
You should put that board slightly lower or put your back camera slightly backward.
Yeah, so you can't beat free, right?
It looks great. I think I like it.
Yeah, it's the autofocus. I don't know how to deal with that. You can't deal with that on a phone.
Move the phone back a little bit so you can see the entire thing, and then won't be try to focus. All right, to the right a little bit more.
There we go.
There we go. See, you got it. You got it.
There we go.
See, now it's not going crazy.
I do have my dog all excited. Would you shut up?
So we can also listen to Michael's point of view on. Basically, I'm talking about being limited to buy certain things that you know that people will need more than one.
What do you mean?
Well, for example, be limited to buy only 6 pieces of egg. When you know, like, nobody's gotta go buy eggs and be outside the door says, I got a dozen egg, who wants it?
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
I can understand that you want to limit things like, okay, nobody can buy 15 PS5s because nobody needs 15 PS5.
Exactly. Okay,
right?
I get that.
Right? So, limiting stuff like that, or limit, like, you know, okay, you can only buy one Andalusian bowl at $50, even though we have 2 boxes here, and you had the money. But first, you had to buy other stuff too. But like, it's limiting somebody to buy stuff, even though they have more than enough money to buy it, and they obviously needs more than one. They're not using it to sell aftermarket. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
What do you think about that?
I don't like that. I think it's stupid. I mean, if you want to limit something individually, okay. I mean, I don't do that either usually, but if you have to buy X to get Y just because it's an exclusive, I'm not a big fan of that. Because you notice I've never done that. I've had opportunities where I could do that. So yeah, I'm not a fan of that.
You must be talking about Fox. No, I'm actually not talking about that. This brought up to my attention because I keep thinking about it after knowing that Taiwan also have egg prices. All right. So they're limiting people to buy 6 eggs a person. 6 eggs a person.
Okay.
And that's 6 eggs a person in Taiwan. That's like one person's breakfast. Right? That's not enough. That's not enough, even though you have eggs. So I understand you try to cater to as many customers as possible, but in a capitalist world, I got the money. You should sell it to me. It makes no difference to you as a business because people still got to come here and their goal is eggs, right? In the end, they're buying eggs. They don't want anything else. Right? So if they're there and there's no egg, somebody bought it because somebody, you know, early birds got there, first come, first serve. But if you limited that, you know, after waiting 2 hours, you told me I can only buy 6 eggs, that makes no sense.
Right.
When you have that many eggs. And obviously that for cigar does not make sense either. You know, when you have 2 boxes of cigar and you're like, okay, you can't buy it because I gotta make it so that everybody can only buy 1. Okay, but it makes no sense to buy one cigar,
I need a
right?
drink.
Points to buy the box and collect whatever cigar that I have. But at the same time, you're like, oh, not only you can only buy one, first you have to buy 2 more cigars.
Yeah. Sorry, I had to text back Mo. My bad.
Yeah, fine. So, you know, it makes no sense to me. And then when I think about it, it's like, you know, in a way, price gouging. But
Yeah.
they're using it as like, you know, you had to buy this to do that. It's like force sales, right? So I don't know. In a way,
that-
makes the industry bad.
Yeah, it does. What's that? Monkey shoulder?
Yeah, and it looks like there's some shit in the
Pork.
I don't know. It might be.
Fucking
Still drink it.
George Rico handed me a full bottle of Bullet yesterday.
Oh God.
He's like, "Here, take this." I was like, "All right." So I gave it to Brandon because I'm not gonna drink it.
Yeah. So
It might be pork. I don't know.
I didn't see a lot of news about the TPE, even on half wheel.
There's not a lot of new stuff coming out. PCA is probably where people are going to hold their new releases until. The Cuevas release is just, it's not done, and you know how they are. If it's not done, it's not done.
Okay.
So
that's unfortunate.
So we gotta wait.
Yes. But Mo of Patina Cigars, his 5-year limited is coming out, and I ordered that.
See, here's the thing, right? Like you didn't.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
like the $20 cigar one, right?
Yeah, he didn't have any there.
Yeah, but then like, it's a huge jump in price.
But
what
it's
they had
also it's also a huge jump in flavor and quality of everything.
Is it though?
So, yeah.
Double.
Well, it's limited. He only made 500 boxes of it.
Right.
So that's what people kind of like forget. When you're making something that's that limited, it costs them more in the factory because they have to stop production to do that cigar. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Like the other night we talked about this, and then obviously, I think Albert or something like that said, you know, it's kind of quite a big jump. You know, it's almost feel like they do it just to catch some idiot, in a way.
Let me tell you that he could have easily have sold out of all the availability of that within the first day.
True. I don't doubt that. I mean, anything limited has its fans, has its market, right?
Yeah.
So having that, obviously, I want to try it. So $20 to me, it's not bad. But for people that are used to $8 cigars, all of a sudden just $20 cigar, it hurt. So.
Oh, innocent. I mean, I'm gonna get a new kid. He's actually from Canada, but he lives in New York City. He's gonna join the group. So that'll give you guys. He's only like 23, but it'll give you guys somebody else to hang out with here and there. He's a nice kid. We talked to him. No, he's a real nice kid. He's real smart.
Was he? You say he lives in Canada, or
No, he's from Canada. He lives in the city.
Oh, nice. All right, cool. All right.
So how did that came about? Tell me the story about that one. How did that came about?
So I was over at Patina's booth, and Mo likes talking to me because we can have more than a surface level conversation about cigars and stupid bullshit.
Okay.
So we're sitting there having a good conversation, and this kid happened to walk by, and he just saw, because he was doing PR for like the vape industry stuff. And so he happened to walk by, and he saw his logo, and he's like, "Wow, this is really, really nice." And we just started kind of bullshitting, and he's like, "Yeah," I deal with the public relations stuff on the vape side of the industry crap. He's all, "But I don't like that stuff." He's all, "I like cigars." And he was sitting there smoking cigars with us and stuff. I was like, "Really?" He started talking about he's from Canada, all this other shit. Really smart kid, real nice. And I was like, "Okay." And we were talking about stuff. I said, "Dude," I said, "because he's all, "Do you know anybody in New York?" I said, "I know a couple people in New York." He's all, "Man, I'd love to be able to have like a group of every once in a while people to go smoke with." I said, "Well, I'll invite you to our group, and I'll hook you up. You know, you can meet some people that are really cool, learn more stuff." So it was very neat.
Cool.
Very, very strange happenstance kind of thing. Nice kid.
Cigar shop by me, give me 3 choices. Buy 1 cigar, 2, buy 2 cigar, 3, buy a box. Yeah, that has not included with the box. Oh, see, that's the thing. You know, swag are usually different.
Yeah, I mean, generally, if it's swag,
Hi,
you
Mike.
have to get a box purchase. What's up?
I like that sign, Mike.
Yeah, we pulled it off the booth yesterday.
Okay.
Because they
All right.
throw they throw most of the shit away, like the signs and all that kind of shit, and they're just on there with double-sided tape. So I just fucking pulled it off. I took one of them.
Louis still owe me that belt.
I just got home before I got jumped on. Literally, just got home.
So they might be coming to New Jersey. Well, the cigars might be coming to New Jersey.
Uh-huh. And
I'm with, but Martine, don't give me that look, Martine.
What are you talking about? What cigars?
Cuevas.
Favors.
Cuevas? Oh, okay. Are you talking about patina for some
Oh
reason?
no.
Oh, here's I mean, well, obviously, I'm not going to divulge any details to anyone about anything, but you guys will be very happy with what got going for Miami, and I'm talking very happy.
How much money do I need?
You need your entire wallet. I talked to Michael about this, and I think people will burn their wallet.
It's one of those things. I mean, this is what's really funny. I walked over to the booth first day. Yeah, first day. Lewis, he's like, or no, it was the when I got in that night. I checked in, went down to the bar, and Jack Geronio or Eric Espos or somebody was like, oh, Lewis is in the back. I'm sure they're gonna want to see you. You gotta have to go back there and say hi. It's all right, cool. So I go walk back over there. He's like, oh my God, Mikey gives me a hug. He's like, hey, we have to talk business this week. He's all, not now. I was like, no, of course not now. He's all, no, I'm serious. We need to talk business. I'm very serious. I was okay, we will. So we ended up talking business. So there's some things in the pipeline in the near future and slightly distant future that everybody will be very happy about.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah. So
Nice.
prepare a graveyard for your
trying
wallet.
to make moves. Yeah.
Because it might just burn. My wallet is gonna burn. I know.
Last night we hashed out that he's going to do the whole Cuban style roast pig and everything in the backyard.
Oh, nice.
So if you get 2 bread, that's Cuban sandwich with some pickles.
He's super excited though. Super excited about it. So is Alec.
That's good. It's like I'm ready to go. Hotel is set. Flight is set. I'm ready to go.
Any new contracts, Mike?
No. There's 2 companies that I'm really keen on, but there wasn't really a whole lot of like new releases. As I was telling Tony, it'll probably be PCA. People are going to release stuff.
Okay.
Like Cuevas, their thing it wasn't ready yet, and they're just one of those companies where if it's not ready, it's not ready. I will say something. Founders is going to be making some leaps and bounds in a very positive direction. So
they found new blender.
Yes, new everything.
Nice.
Or they got to rebrand
down the pike. No, they're going to be the same brand, but they're going to be moving manufacturing.
Okay.
They're going to be moving as long as everything pans out, moving to their reblended stuff.
Nice.
So if you at least had a decent inkling that their current cigars were decent, they're going to go up quite a few notches.
So basically, they moved the production to Placencia. Oh, Casa Cuevas? Whoa, shit.
That's what's they got to hash some stuff out, but some things have been in the works. They've done some blending, and it's very, very positive thing. And I won't tell you about one of their cigars that they're doing. It's still one that's already in their current line, but they're doing something different with it, and it's something I've never heard. And I'm actually very excited to try it.
All right.
Okay.
But
it's funny. I'm smoking a founder today.
Yeah, because we were talking. I saw them when I first walked down towards the bar when I got there on Tuesday night. And Angelo, he's one of the owners, and this guy Josh is one of the owners. And he's talking to me, and we were talking about what's going on. And he's like, "Yeah," I appreciate your feedback when you first tried everything PCA last year. He's all, you were dead honest with us. And he's all, appreciate you guys helping with the introductions and things. And I said, no, of course, man. You guys are good guys, and you guys have a passion that you want to do well. And so, I mean, it helps everybody if everybody can help each other out.
Cool. Yeah, I was kind of excited to look at all the news for TPE, but like there's not much going on other than the sale of Alec and Bradley. Also,
yeah, they bought they bought the blends and the branding. They didn't buy the factory.
They don't need a factory, do they?
No, but it just I don't. It just the whole thing doesn't make sense to me.
Why?
But it's STG, so what do you expect?
I mean, they already own a lot of companies that it doesn't matter. Like they just need a brand.
Yeah, but that's what's going to happen with that. Alec Bradley's going to go fucking.
Another brand.
It's going to go down just the brand itself. It's going to go the way of like General and all that other stuff.
Yeah,
because it's owned by them, and you're going to see it on CI super cheap or something like that.
Right.
And yeah.
Which is fine. I mean, if another boutique fall off the line, that allows space for other boutiques to thrive.
It's very true.
I mean, $72 million is not little money.
That's big money.
So there's a guy that I met. He's from Abu Dhabi.
Okay.
He carries Casa Cuevas, he carries Patina and all this stuff. We're talking about cigars and everything. And he looked at the numbers. He's like, that's a very, very, very small amount of money, it seems. I said, and I explained to him how big the actual cigar market is in the United States. Like, numbers wise, it seems much bigger than it is. It's $1 billion worth of revenue. That's it. So that's only 1% of the tobacco market in the whole United States. And so he's like, "Oh, really?" I said, "Yeah." So it's not like a low ball, because I mean that's actually like Charlie Minato, I think it was, wrote the article about it, and he kind of said the same thing that I was thinking, where that's I would assume they would have lowballed him a little bit lower than that.
I actually think it's very high. If you think about this, right? How Rojas has grown into the market today.
Yeah.
And Rojas
Fucking guy.
is out in a lot of places, and that this it's literally fanboys out for them, right?
Yeah, I know.
And
you should have saw it at the show.
I guarantee he didn't spend nearly $72 million to create that company.
No, it's his branding. His branding is what did it, because he had unique branding.
Right. So you think that you cannot start another company and beat Alec Bradley with $72 million in capital?
No, it's not. I no, that's what I was saying. I figured STG would have paid them less.
Right. That's why I'm saying I think that's like very generous for a cigar company. $72 million, and you're only buying the brand.
Well, they're buying the brand, buying the blends, buying all that.
Right. Again, blends. I'm pretty sure you can find someone to do something very similar.
Well, it doesn't matter though. It's similar, isn't it? It has to be it. You know what I mean?
I personally think that a $72 million you can came out with better blend, better packaging, better branding, better marketing, everything better to be Alec Bradley if you want.
I mean, I hope they do. I just don't like that. They're buying up a lot of stuff, and they're becoming like an outrageous conglomerate. But...
Well, no. See, that's the thing. They can buy it out. That's fine. I actually think that Alec and Bradley should take that chance, take the $72 million and start another boutique brand.
So I don't know. I don't know if that included Alec and Bradley, because if Alec Bradley, because Alan Rubin started that, his sons Alec and Bradley have Alec and Bradley. I don't know if that was included.
Well, let's say if it's included, it will be like, wow, 1 or 2 years of contract. You're not gonna have them forever.
Right.
And 2 years later, they're ready for their new blends, come out with a competing brand. Anti-compete is only for a few years too.
Very true.
$72 million. You can literally start a in the United States alone, a caliber of like Davidoff style high-end brand on it.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah. So I think they can rebrand and start a new boutique. Totally fine. And that is a very generous offer, I think, because all they're buying is brand, not the factory, not distribution. They can still do everything. Rebrand.
Oh yeah, they have the infrastructure to distribute and all that stuff.
Right. So I think that's like, if it's me, I'll take it. I'll like, there you go. I'll do another big one. Right. And in fact, that will generate another buzz because now the news is gonna say Alec and Bradley or Alec decided to start a new brand. Everybody's gotta go to that new brand and just forget about it. Right, just like how Thompson Cigar got bought out, and like now everybody don't give a shit. And not that it has a good name to start with, because they're like telemarketers, you know.
Oh yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? Like once they get bought out, it kind of fades into a lower budget, common cigar kind of theme where everybody can buy daily cigars. That's fine, but boutique still survives. Right? It's like, you know how like luxury brands, right? LV, Gucci, and all this, they're all under one firm.
Yeah.
One firm bought them all out. But that does not change, you know, that actually make other brands thrive, grow up a little bit. You know, like Coach. Now they're like high-end brand. Before they're like Macy's. Right? So because a firm bought out all the high-end brand, now the high-end brand is no longer high-end. There's another type of high-end on top of that. So
Yep.
LV is basically a tourist trap for Asia.
I don't know, man. Gucci is pretty up there for me too.
Like my wife will refuse to buy LV because how Asian that is.
Oh,
Like every time you walk to a mall, you see a line of Asian waiting to buy. Like I'm not walking to it. I'm already Asian enough. I walk in there, become Asian tourist.
She doesn't want to be a stereotype, huh?
I wore my Versace tie today.
Did I get?
I said I wore my Versace tie to work today.
I wear my Versace, brand new Versace bathrobe.
Oh, now
That's
Tony is I think it's called My Champ.
I don't know the name. I don't know if it's on the box. I still have the box here.
No, it's a fashion line, but they're big in like purses. It was close like
Longchamp.
Yeah, there we go.
That's really Asian too. They made like vinyl, not vinyl, but like plastic canvas bag that's foldable.
Mm-hmm.
I actually think they're worth like $2, but
yo, they're big. They're
big.
Oh.
They're big in early 2000. Now nobody buys.
Really?
In fact, the store I think in Newberry Street died because nobody buys them. But yeah, name brand. That's the way it is. Yeah, I got like, you know, I set aside some money. I was like, I need to buy a lot of new cigars in 2 months. But nothing of that kind of interests me. There was one I saw on Instagram that kind of interests me was Room 101 Daruma.
Yeah.
That box intrigued me. So that's something I want to get.
It looks pretty cool.
Other than that, what else? I'm gonna pull out the website because I can't remember.
You got the black is back. The 601 black.
Yep,
So-
that is back.
601 Black is not every year, so
Yeah, they didn't do a different size. It's the same size as Toro again. I don't know what happened with that, but hey, it doesn't matter. They're good.
So Davidoff are coming out with a with some Lanceros in the Millennium size.
yeah,
Yes,
I don't
they
smoke the Lanceros that often. Okay, so that new talking about Lanceros, Wasabi Lanceros, kind of interesting.
Yep.
Yeah.
That must be
That's
hell
right.
to smoke through it though.
You have to take your time.
Yeah, it must be hell long time just to smoke through that cigar. It'll take forever.
I just thought that was kind of neat. And they're doing the Especial also that got added as a Lancero size.
What was the most intriguing cigar to you from this show?
The Gran Habano it's like a 25th anniversary, where the fuck it is, made by Davidoff.
That I heard about. That I'm interested.
That's ultra premium.
Are you gotta be carrying it?
When I have the money. So not yet, but it's really pretty. It looks very nice. And George is he's done a lot. He's rebranding a lot of the stuff, so it does look a lot nicer.
Well, let me know how much that costs, even if you're not gonna carry it. At least you can carry $1.
Yeah.
Also, I looked at the Banker Day Trader. That interests me.
Yep.
I want to buy a box of that. Looks pretty cool.
Yeah, I saw that because I was right next to their booth when I looked at that. I was like, that's pretty neat.
Yeah, I like how the box designed with the stock market ticker going up and down.
Yeah.
Kind of stuff.
That was cool.
I did see the Botello one with the camo, which I'm not
whatever.
I think it's kind of gimmicky.
Yeah, Omar does a lot of gimmicky things.
What else? Lotus have some new lighter people are asking about, which I think is pretty much the same as
Which one? Which lighter?
Matrix Triple Torch.
Yeah. It's kind of neat. It's pretty neat.
I do like the paint job, like the metallic blue and metallic.
I got to check out that ball cutter.
Ball cutter.
Yeah. So I forgot who makes it. Gosh darn it. But like it looks like a V cut when you're going to use it, but it's a ball that rotates and it scoops out right where the center of the cap is. It scoops out right in the middle like a melon baller.
I didn't see that on the news thing.
Dude, it's fucking cool as hell. It is a badass cutter.
How deep is it?
Not quite as deep as a V cut.
Right.
But then on top of that, you're not hitting the wrapper, because like V cut hits the wrapper and all that shit. You're just getting right out of this. So it's like a punch, but it's scooped out. And it's bigger.
That's fucking cool.
It's cool. It's pretty badass. Cool. It's like it's like a retail. I think it's like $125.
What the what?
But
goddamn. Upgraded punch.
But hold on. But you can resharpen it.
Does this exposed blade kind of thing?
So okay, say I were to buy them, and if I bought over a certain amount, it gives you a sharpener with it, so you can sharpen your customers' cutters.
What the hell? Okay.
Dude, that's fucking cool though, because that's a premium price for a cutter, right? So that gives it a better lasting value. You know what I mean? Because a Calibre Deep V is what, like $60, $70, whatever it is.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, they wear out eventually.
Yeah, 3 years and months, pretty shitty.
Yeah, so this one you're paying $125, but your shop that you're dealing with can sharpen it for you.
If you're a shop that you deal with, if you buy online, you're screwed. Is that what it is, basically?
I'd work a deal with the guy and get fucking sharpeners and probably sell them.
I'll just make sure to bring my lighter or my cutter anytime that I meet up with Michael. Hey, sharpen my shit.
With that said, Brendan really needs to get all lighter and stuff going.
Well, they have all the in-house printing set up, so it should be really soon now.
Yeah, waiting for that bill so we can pay for it. Aside from that, see, there is one Gurkha I will go by.
Which one?
They're going to release Ghost Connecticut.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, it's the Ghost Connecticut, Ghost Habano, Ghost Maduro.
So I will literally go buy that just so I can talk trash about it, because I haven't had it yet. I don't get to trash talk about that. I'll buy that.
Supposedly it's they're revamping again. They say and it's gonna be really good and blah blah blah.
Yeah, I gotta buy all three of them. I'm gonna smoke all three of them just so that I can continue to trash talk and continue my journey of anti-Gurkha.
So the person that smokes Gurkha, I smoked a Ghost and it wasn't bad. It's not something you buy a box of, but you can smoke it.
It's not good, but it's not bad.
It's not good, but it's not bad.
I smoked them. I reviewed them on channel.
Oh man,
Very early years. And one thing I think Gurkha did very well with their Ghost is that it smoked the shit out of, like, the smoke coming out so thick. It's a lot of smoke. So it's actually very oily wrapper. But that's pretty much it for me. It's really earthy. That good, but it's like not the way I like it. It's really sure. Okay, so that's my problem.
Yeah, I smoked it at the meet in Pennsylvania when we went to Best Cigar Price.
And they didn't kick you out?
Yeah,
Didn't
it wasn't
kick you
bad.
out? I'm surprised.
Great. It's not something that I would go up and buy myself again. But if somebody gave it to me, I'll smoke it.
Well, yeah, I mean, now you already put it on the perspective that, I would not spend money on this. That's basically saying that it's not good. I mean, free cigar is free cigar, right? Everybody will go try a free cigar.
No, not necessarily. If you give me a Perdomo champagne, I'll throw it back at you.
I
Like,
wouldn't. That's rude.
No, it's not.
If somebody gives it to you, you smoke it. That is very rude if you don't do that.
No, if
All right,
somebody
let me say this. So my buddy at work, I was kind of sort of in a shitty mood, not really, but Mustafa had asked me. He was showing me some cigars, and some that he had bought online, some that he had tried. He wasn't a big fan of. It's like sometimes they're like that. You get a cigar, it's not that great, and then he showed me one, and I was like, I haven't tried that, but let me know how it is. So I started walking away. He's like, hey, do you want this? I was like, yeah, if you're giving it away. He's like, whoa, whoa, whoa. That is not how you're supposed to respond if someone offers you a cigar. I was like, I'm sorry, man. Yeah, I'll fucking take it. Hell yeah, I appreciate it, man.
Yeah, you kind of have to have that surface, manner, right? You take it, you smoke it. If you don't like it, you put it down.
so if somebody gives you a Gurkha Hudson Bay,
I will literally steer them back and still light it up and smoke one and put it down.
Yeah.
But I will look at them and say, do you not know me? We're not friends.
I'll take it.
I'll take it just because you have provided a nice gesture. But
Right.
I would let you know in a very subtle way that I don't like it by lighting up, take a puff, put it down, don't like it, take another one. Or I'll take it and not smoke it, just leave it. Someone else can enjoy it when they come over.
Right.
nobody can enjoy that. That is a nasty cigar.
In the chance of Jeff ever show up to my house, I will give him that cigar.
A Hudson Bay?
I'll give him anything. Gurkha.
Oh,
Okay.
So,
Some people enjoy Gurkha. I don't know how can I be friend with them, but that happened.
and okay, let's say this. Jeff is the kind of guy that he loves Gurkha. So if someone were to give me a cigar that I won't smoke, I'll put it in the humidor. Someone will eventually like it to where I'll hand that to Jeff or someone who likes Gurkha, and they'll fucking love me for it.
Yeah. You pass it on to people that can appreciate. This is not double and give it to the next person and double it. Okay.
Yeah. Right.
no, listen, like I said, if somebody gives me a champagne 10-year, I'll take it. I'll give them like a motherfucker.
Yeah, but you gotta know they did it out of a good gesture. They spend the $8, $10, and then put it in your hand.
Right.
Right? And that's still $8, $10 they could have spent on themselves. So, it's a good gesture. You might not like it. I mean, there's a time where I go to eat and then they give me a free dish or something like that. I'll eat it. I might not like it, but I'm not gonna go, what's this piece of shit? Take it back. That's still a gesture. Right? Today I went to a Thai restaurant. They gave me a free scallion pink. Didn't taste good. I still took it. It is what it is. Good gesture.
Hey,
Nowadays, not a lot of those. You're lucky
Free
that
is
didn't
free.
ask you.
Yeah, free is free, man.
Free is free. Never turn away free shit.
I will turn away some free shit. It depends what it is. For example, if it's ill-willed or there's an underlining story behind it. Still free. But here's the thing. free stuff is the most expensive stuff in the world.
Yeah.
Right? Free stuff is the most expensive because now you owe this person a favor, you owe them something. You always owe something, but that something is worth it. If it's a friend, that's fine. I can owe them a favor. I can owe them whatever.
Right.
But somebody that's you can tell is ill-willed, you gotta think twice.
So if next time you come to New York City and I show up with a golden egg, is that ill will?
Then again,
I said the next time you come to New York City and I show up with a century egg, is that ill will?
what's wrong with the ill?
No,
what's
because he would
what's wrong
love
with
it.
yeah? It's my it's,
Tony
it's,
would fucking love it.
yeah. I'll eat that. It's food. It's food, man. Look, even Josh and his wife has come to like it, and when they went to the restaurant, they had it actual prepared for them. It's a raw material, not all raw materials that taste good. If I hand you a piece of freaking pork loin uncooked, it's not gonna taste good if I make you eat it. But once it's prepped, barbecued or whatever, grilled, it's gonna taste great. You know?
Let me say this, Anderson. I don't know if you've ever read the book, but there's a book called The Five Love Languages.
Yep, read it.
Someone's love language is gifts. So for someone to give you a gift, they care about you enough to give you something.
Mm-hmm.
This is why buying your own flower is not the same as somebody else give you a flower.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Stupid Marty.
Even if you're not a flower guy.
You know, it is what it is. So yeah, I mean, in a way, I'm kind of disappointed that no new stuff to buy. I mean, there are some, but little guy ain't gonna carry that. That's a problem.
True.
I'm glad you don't live in Hong Kong.
I mean, I kind of feel funny about the Casa Cuevas fresh pack sampler because a lot of shops already do that. Online shop already do sampling, right? Michael does it too. So having them doing the fresh pack, even though the price looks pretty good with the two reservas in there for like $30, it's already really good. That means like one of the cigars are free.
Yeah.
So in that perspective, yeah, you get a discount, but a lot of shops already do that. So it's like I kind of don't get that part of it.
It makes it. There's certain. It depends on the shop. Is the reason they decided to do that, and it took a while to decide that, because there's a lot of shops that they deal with that are real small, and those take up very little space, and they don't have to worry about them being a humidor and all those things. So it just depends on your shop.
Like that's the number one thing that I think, me personally, okay, devalues a brand. Because when I see those fresh pack, I think of like you go to an alcohol store with a tiny humidor that might have a pack.
And that's exactly the type of shops that are small that they're marketing those to.
Right, but that's the thing. It makes me think that they kind of like falls out of that boutique part of it. Became a general kind of ish.
I get you. I mean, I disagree, but it's okay.
Right. I mean, I just that packaging is just.
It looks nice.
To me, I think it looks cheap. But
Oh,
obviously, it's better
bags,
than
yeah.
it's obviously it's better than not having a package at all. Sure. Yeah. But then I can say I think a lot of online retailers already do that. That's just a package. Yes, it does have a one free cigar technically, but kind of I don't know.
Yeah, I saw that.
Kind of bothered me a little bit. In terms of that packaging. Does the bag look good? Yeah, but then like at the same time,
the bag looks very nice,
when I
yeah.
scroll through the website and I saw that fresh pack, I scrolled right by it. I didn't even know it was Casa Cueva until I went to like. So, yeah, it's just me. Does it matter? No, not really. But I brought it up as a topic because I think we could do better. Paper box, you know. I think those fresh pack bags are a lot cheaper than paper box. To be honest with you, but whatever.
Well, I think the one thing is like I always say, the name of the game is just getting their cigars in people's hands, and for $30 for for 5 cigars, people gonna be like, all right, you know what? Like this is something that's affordable. Let me give it a try. And then from there, you might just fall in love with the Connecticut Reserva or the Reserva Maduro.
No, don't get me wrong. In terms of marketing, it's great. Now you can get to more people, more places, more small shop that like even smoke shop, right?
Yep.
Smoke shop, they can carry those,
Fair
right?
enough.
But for me, who's really anal about packaging, I feel different. You know, like if I'm out there, if I'm gonna give somebody a gift, that's a perfect gift. 1 bag, 5 cigars, each one's like $6. Oh
Mhm.
yeah. Now, knowing that, we knew that 2 of the cigars are $12. Knowing that, right? So it's a good gift. It's a good way to get people started, especially if you have a friend that just want to start a cigar. You're like, okay, take this, start with the lightest wrapper, and then go to the blue, right? And just let me know how you think. That's great. That's a great way to do it, but just pack it. It's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong.
So, what
I'm
do you
just
think
saying.
of that, Tony?
What is that?
The
Ashtray?
new David.
Oh, the black. They don't sell it here. They don't sell it here. Not U.S. retailed
Oh, that's
ashtray. I would have bought one. They don't sell it here. Glass.
No, what you go, you give the money to James. James gets it and ships it over to you.
You want to ship glass?
Dude, you package that shit up tight. You'll
Hey,
get
if
there.
you want to take that big risk, spending like $500 and then another $100 in shipping to ship that, sure,
Is it glass or crystal?
it's glass.
This is glass. Looks really badass though.
So the outer rim is tempered glass, and inside is tempered with like a layer of things.
Oh, okay.
So it's glass. It looks great, but it's not Sony. But yeah, I did see the Gwen Habano one. Yeah, with that, it's too bad. I don't think that, based on the look of it, I don't think that box is lacquer. You know, it's that without making it, might as well lacquer that box.
Does Espinosa have a trademark on the bomber style design for
What the-
cigars?
Are you talking about the shape of the cigar?
No, like the bomber design.
Yeah. Yeah,
You mean the shark bomb? Okay, here's the thing about trademark is that you don't have to file it necessarily to have protection. Trademark means it actually went first of use. Whoever first came out and used it retail gets the right to it.
Because Zycar released one.
Yeah, but here's the thing about that design is that teeth, shark teeth, was used by various brands. You cannot sue someone for shark teeth. And if you look at bathing ape shark, you'll see half their hoodie has that shark. It's really hard to sue someone for a shark face. I say. But if they were made it into a missile or bomb, then yeah, they have saying. Again, it's whether or not they want to fight it, because here's the thing: if somebody buy that cutter and found the 601 bomb or something else, Espinosa's bomb, and it's like, oh, they look similar, I want to buy it. That's a new customer.
Huh?
It's like free advertising. So it really depends.
How that worked. Because I know when I look up trademarks for some of the designs I'm doing, it's very specific on what you can and cannot use.
Yeah.
For example, there's a lot of cigar logo, a lot of cigar shop out there uses a skull with a hat.
Yeah.
In fact, on my Twitter page, I think a shop said that we have very similar. I will have the same logo, and I didn't want to argue with them. I was like, yeah, a lot of friends have the same logo. I didn't want to argue with them who had it first. To the shop, but there's got to be a lot of. I think Espinosa had the same thing too, as a hat or something like that. Go with a hat.
No, Lotus has that on one of their cheddars.
No, there's another one that has a logo.
Espinosa? I don't think so.
Yeah, because we talked about it a while back. Somebody sent it to me, and I was like, yeah, it's not a big deal. It's a logo. I trademarked it, so.
This is a strong cigar.
Oh,
So is this Olmec Claro that I got.
Say what?
Yeah, the Olmec. That's something I got after try. I have to pick one of those up on Tuesday.
What are you smoking, Mark?
The Tabernacle in the David size.
Oh yeah, tabernacles are strong, dude.
But But tabbies are good.
This founder only lasts me 50-ish minutes.
Yeah, they smoke really fast. If everything goes according to plan, the new ones will not be that way.
This one burns quick.
Minutes into this one.
That means I have to start another cigar. What should I smoke?
So what do you think about, here's a little thing about California, because you know how California is. California is trying to pass a law where anyone born after January 1st, 2007 can't smoke tobacco.
Which is stupid.
No, here's they cannot buy in California. Does not mean they cannot go the next day and buy it.
Right.
Like New Zealand or somewhere like that already has a law like that.
That's stupid.
I don't get why they're fucking fighting the tobacco industry so hard.
Because it's public opinion. That's all it is. It has nothing to do with anything besides public opinion and lobbying.
And the problem is like we keep bringing up every week is that we don't have anybody lobbying for like the tobacco. I feel like the tobacco industry, they don't have anybody, like they're not lining anybody's pockets to fight for.
That's what PCA does, and that's what CRA does.
Right.
Well,
Like I mentioned, I don't think it's not that they're not fighting at all. I think it's that they don't do enough. But again, I don't get to say it because I didn't do shit. They are doing the fighting.
Yeah.
You know, I am not gonna be one of those guys holding a banner outside the White House. So I don't really get to say that. I only have a opinion thinking that they could do much because all these dumbest shit, and in my opinion, dumbest shit protests got what they want.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, you know, and one thing we keep going over is just the fact that it gets lumped into everything, as far as vaping, as any type of smoking gets lumped into just one category.
Yeah,
because they don't understand it enough to make another category. They don't want to work with people that in the industry to create a category because they think that is conflict of interest, right? Because they try to control you and you tell the people to come over to tell you how to control them. Conflict of interest, right? But at the same time, they don't understand it. They don't know. They don't smoke, so they can't give you a category how to differentiate them unless they do it too, right? You think they gotta go like, you know what? We gotta hire Steve Saka as a consultant on how to distinguish premium cigar. Holy shit! Then there won't be any regulations,
right?
You know, every time there's like we gotta control this, and then Steve Saka, fuck you, no. Right? So they can't do it. They don't have anybody that understands enough to do it. Right? They're politicians. So they do whatever you pay them to. When I say pay them, means those lobbyists who pays them. Pays the elections, pays the bills, or whatever, pays the meals. Right? Within the $299 mark or $199. So we don't have those. We have a cigar industry that basically gathers up money to fight a lawsuit that within reasonable price. Anything that's above that price, they don't fight.
Well, it's because, as I said, the market is so much smaller than people perceive.
Well, you know, like one thing they always say is the fact that cigars hit this boom, but more time and time again, you're just getting more and more new cigar smokers.
No. When you say cigar has hit its boom, it's kind of reversed. I think back in the day, there's more cigar smoking than today, right? Way back. We're talking about way back.
Oh yeah.
Right? So we actually lost a lot of smokers.
It was in every movie. It was in every TV show.
Mm-hmm. Well, because now it's kind of hard to even see it on TV in the show.
You even saw it in cartoons.
Yeah.
Right? Like everybody think that smoking cigar used to be something of celebration. Everybody can think of celebrations, cigar and champagne.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's different. Now even champagne is kind of iffy. Right? So now it's like, if I gotta celebrate, I go get a vagina or something.
Well, you know what? It's kind of crazy because in sports, no matter what, when the team wins, the first thing they run for is their box of cigars. And
Right.
they like the second they win and they light them in the building, no matter where they at, the first thing they're doing is lighting a cigar and smoking a cigar during the press conference. There's like the whole team is there with champagne, and they got their cigars.
Right.
You know,
and
so,
it's all because this generation and the previous generation has gone through those tobacco school brainwashing.
Yep.
Where they literally use the term smoking is gonna kill you. Period.
Yeah. That's all going through school. That's all you heard.
Yeah.
Smoking is gonna kill you. It doesn't matter what you smoke. Smoke pork, smoke salmon, smoke anything, it's gonna kill you.
like if you think about it, like we grew up thinking that athletes didn't smoke. You know, like
nowadays, if you're an athlete that smoke, you might not even get sponsorship.
Yep.
No, just fucking Joe Burrow has a fucking he has a Drew Estate cigar in his mouth every chance he gets.
Fucking Ocho Cinco has one that Sutliff distributes.
Again, you might or might not. It depends what sports you're playing. I mean, it'll be really weird for a U.S. track star to show up on the screen with a cigar. But if you're Usain Bolt, you're okay. You're Usain Bolt, you take a cigar with the shoes and start posing, totally fine. It looks great. But if you're a U.S. sports person, celebrate with a cigar, oh my God, it's gonna be news tomorrow.
I wonder how come the NFL gets away with it, like basketball players get away with it.
Like that, but every sport gets away with it. After like baseball, every sport gets away with it. They just don't go and they don't market, like they don't go and market.
You can't.
No,
like,
you can't be on camera. You can't be on camera with it.
Oh, what? Yo, when LeBron won his, he was on camera smoke. Like Jordan always had a cigar in his mouth.
No, but they're saying you can't. They can't market that as an ad base.
Yes. Okay. Yeah.
Can't do that.
Yes. But most pictures of Michael Jordan that you see, it's the rings and the cigar.
That's different. That's in the 90s.
Well,
90s tobacco are kind of very different. Tobacco in the 80s and 90s are very, very different. Every movie still has cigars and cigarettes.
Yeah, 90s is when it really hit its. That was the first boom. Was in the 90s.
Nowadays, very hard. And LeBron, he's powerful enough right now in the industry that he didn't give a shit. Right? What you gotta do, just because LeBron had a cigar in his mouth, you gotta trade him? Go ahead.
Well, the funny thing about it is, so like, they said that before they went and they signed a certain player, they said, "Oh, what were you doing?" We were having wine and smoking a cigar.
Yeah,
and that's how we came up with the trade.
Behind the scene, anyone that's somebody probably had a cigar somewhere.
Yeah.
Right? Anyone. I mean, that includes, I don't know, Hillary Clinton. She probably had a cigar somewhere in like Hawaii, talking to someone.
Right.
In fact, she probably had a joint. You didn't even know about it.
Most likely.
Right? Like, look, based on the personalities you have, I would not be surprised. I would not be surprised that Obama go talk business with a cigar.
Oh no, probably.
Yeah, no.
Cigars, joints, both of it, all of it.
The only exception will be like Bush. I think Bush will have a joint, not a cigar.
Cocaine, whatever.
Cocaine.
Hey, when you're sitting there, you're like, shame on you, fool me once, shame on me, fool me twice.
Shame on you. A fool cannot be fooled again.
Yeah, he'll never get fooled again. So he had to, maybe he was on a lot of blow or something at the time. I have no idea.
Fool me 3 times, shit on both of us. I don't know. I mean, I think cigar industry will go. It will continue to go, but we gotta hit a really deep slope of price issues, like tax and all that stuff. It's literally gotta close shop.
Yeah.
Everybody's like, oh my God, everybody's increasing prices. Well, for one, they always do. And it's shipment and import costs and certain manufacturing costs. It sucks. It's like something that's unavoidable.
It's funny because I talked to my wife about opening a lounge, just lounge today.
Yeah.
She's like, don't do that. Lounge doesn't make money. I was like, don't trust me, cigar isn't gonna make money either.
to have a lounge that operates where it's going to be making money, you got to move quite a bit.
Yeah, I mean, I told her if I make a lounge, it'll be just membership.
Yeah.
Because like there's no, like I'm not gonna make money from cigars. I might as well just have little guy drop ships.
Yeah, it's like
And a lot
yeah,
of
you're
guys
not
will
gonna
love
make a
that
ton.
because you will never go home. They will never have cigar that arrive at the house where they had to explain to the wife what they bought.
Yeah.
Or drop ship. That's pretty much it. I don't know. I talked to my wife about that. She's like, yeah, that's gotta be tough. Yeah, I don't think so. I don't know. It'll be fun to have a Shadow Smoke Legion lounge.
My idea was to have alcohol.
It will be bring your own alcohol too. That way I don't have to get any license.
Yeah, it depends on your state. See, like, okay, say you want to have a cigar bar here in Arizona. 51% of your sales has to be
Cigars.
from tobacco.
Yeah, that's the same thing in Massachusetts. So if I don't have any license, you bring your own shit and bring it over there. I don't care. I don't have to have any license.
Yeah.
It's just a smokable lounge.
Yep. Little BYOB.
In fact, the local alcohol shop would love me. I just send people over.
Yeah.
So they buy a bottle, put it in their box.
So the only time that I've ever like in magazines where I see it, so like at my job we get a wine magazine and we get a whiskey magazine.
Okay. No tobacco magazine.
Nah. Well, we don't sell tobacco, so we sell wine, we sell whiskeys for the bar. So in those they're full of cigar ads.
Yeah, because they intertwine, right? It's that guilty pleasure thing, right? Guys, guilty pleasure. Woman, alcohol, and tobacco. Sometimes gone. Right? That's the thing that makes the most money on the side, which is like one of the top three, out of the top three, right? So we got what? Tobacco, we got alcohol, we got gun. They have their own lobbyists. I think the gun industry have a huge lobbyist thing, but tobacco doesn't. But actually, cigarette does. Cigarette does. Cigarette have like played the both sides. They play the good side and the bad side.
Yeah, they do.
What's it, Martin?
You'll see cigars in golf magazines too.
Yeah.
Golf is like the best time to smoke a cigar, though.
Yeah.
Even though, like, I don't understand how that works. Because you're smoking a cigar in a golf course full of grass. Yeah. Ash drops, fire starts.
You're not gonna catch it on fire. You know how hard it is to start a fire with a cigar?
It's hard, but I'm saying, like, it's possibility, right? Obviously, they people who play golf would not throw the cigar butt onto the golf field. They keep it clean. But I say if he does, wind blows, brush fire.
Cigar smokers are like the most conscientious about stuff.
Right.
Except my brother. He'll walk around New York City and smoke, and the ash just goes to the ground. He never give a shit. And then he will toss his butt somewhere. I'll go pick it up and put it in the trash.
I fuck that. I thought I'm done. I thought my shit anyway. So I don't know if you guys seen a list. They came out with a list of the dirtiest cities in the U.S.
Just because New York is dirty does not mean I want to contribute to that. All right, I pick it up. I don't want people to look at cigar butt and go like, cigar people are fucking trash. They throw everything everywhere. I don't want people to.
Well, think about like in New York City, it's like if like a ticket is like $500 for littering in New York City. If people just look at a cop and just throw this on the floor anyway.
Yeah, but it's different, right? So yeah, whenever I see a cigar butt on the floor, on the New York City, I'll pick it up and put it in the trash because I don't want them to look bad. Because it's the trend, and you got to stay relevant to the news. Because, in terms of alcohol, yeah, I mean, if you smoke, you're probably looking for a pairing, and if you see it on the alcohol magazine, and then you also see the cigar that you smoke, which most likely is gonna be Oliva, because they spend a shitload amount of money on advertising.
Mm-hmm.
Then
Oliva, you'll see Padron, maybe Placencias.
Mm-hmm. No, but you'll see most stuff from General Cigar in there. Monte Cristo, because
they have like whole public relation team kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Altadis and STG, they have like the biggest budgets.
And it's the funny thing is that when you look at we look at the list for Cigar Aficionado, all their cigars are on there.
Yeah, because they spend the most money.
Yeah, they advertise. That's
Yeah.
a lot of, so,
Let's say
a
if
a
I am the
two-page ad is
company,
like 30 G's.
let's say if I'm the cigar company that advertise shitload in your magazine, and I never hit your top 25, how would I feel about advertising with you?
Exactly.
Yeah.
If I constantly hit your list, that means my money's going somewhere. And then, like for example, how will you as a magazine company feels that if you continue to advertise for this cigar but it's shit? It never hits 25. It never. But you have like, you know, out of the 30 page, 5 page are theirs.
Yeah.
You will feel bad. You're like, okay, I advertise them, but at the same time, they're not good enough. You will lose your influence in terms of cigars because you're advertising for cigars that you don't care for and never win. So you have to put them up there. So it's like, you know, not only you know they're good. This is why this advertiser will work because, like for example, if you advertise bad cigars, right, always on your magazine, but it's really bad, that just tells me that you know my money spent on your company to advertise my cigar does not work.
Yeah.
So I should not be advertising with you. I should be advertising with someone else that will constantly talk about my cigar. So by putting them on the top 25, that's saying that my advertised money worked.
Mm-hmm.
Because somehow, some way, you see a fucking Perdomo on the top 25 list.
You might not like Perdomo, but for other beginner, they love it.
Oh, but no, but that it's well, honestly, it's kind of like a Perdomo is kind of a entry cigar though.
It is. That's what it is, though.
Well, yeah, but I mean, they're not my favorite either, but they're quality. He does put out a quality product.
Right? They give people a route to introduction to cigar, which is fine. When I start, I smoke them too. I mean, their sun-grown, the red band is great.
No, that right there. The red and the Maduro, the 10-year.
And whether or not cigar is good is subjective. It depends on how good you had it, right? If you had better cigar, then yeah, that cigar starts to suck. But if you never had better, that's a good cigar.
No, the red to me is something I can smoke every day.
You know what I'm saying? Like before you had any other better cigar, Champagne might be the only one that you had, and that is a good cigar. But because you had some other better ones, now that become a bad cigar too.
Yeah.
So it's subjective and changes. Just like right now, you probably don't like Drew as much as you do 6 months ago. Yeah, fanboy, I got you.
You know, but no, I mean, you can be honest. Like there is stuff that you would rather pick up and smoke besides Drew Estate, though.
I plead
That's
the
all
fifth.
right. Yeah, we know it's true. It's all right. There's nothing wrong with that.
That's how it works. That's how it works, right? If you never had Michelin star restaurants, $5 Chinese food tastes great.
Yeah.
Where'd you get the sign?
Off the booth yesterday when they were tearing the booths down.
Wow.
It's plastic screen printed on there.
Huh.
Pertaining to the fresh cigar pack, also easy to display. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. They can put it anywhere. It's just it's like you can do a paper display and just put it on there. Well, like a slideshow.
It's like you were saying. It's for those small shops that you know they don't have real big humidors and all that kind of stuff.
Oh my god, I haven't seen people using that pick for a long time.
Still got it.
So yeah, I mean, I can totally understand it. And like I said, cigar is pertain to how much cigar you already have and experience and know what is good, what is not, and what you like. Because you might not even know if you like it or not in the beginning. A lot of people in the beginning, when they smoke cigar, all they taste is tobacco. They say everything tastes the same.
So
a lot of people like that.
So speaking of Drew Estate, I seen that they had like their normal party booth there, where they, you know, where they went and music was playing, and then Pedro, like they did something at night.
Yeah, the industry party was hosted by them. We didn't go just because it's always a big clusterfuck of too many fucking people getting drunk. But yeah, they gave out a couple cigars. One of them was the Blackened. Was one of the ones they gave out.
Did you have that one yet, Mike?
Yeah, how did it work last week?
Okay. You told me yesterday.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's good. It's pretty good. It's just like it's like real. I don't know. It's like that real dark chocolate, dark like black coffee, leathery. Pretty decent.
That is true, Val. When I went in to buy some liquor today, hanging on pretty much every like in between like every thing of whiskeys, there was like cigar packs.
Interesting.
And this
Right.
is that total wine.
Damn, that Olmec was strong. Holy shit.
What?
Yeah,
Not totally wine, is it?
I had a foundation Olmec.
Oh, okay.
It's not totally wine, is it?
It's
No.
not totally wine.
Total wine is not totally wine, but they do have a large selection of wine.
They do.
Yeah, like over half the store is fucking wine.
Mm-hmm.
And their huge champagne section.
Not to complain about it.
I don't know. We had wine.
They got some
We had
good
wine
deals.
with dinner last night. Tastes like wine.
Grape. But East grape.
Oh,
I
Yeah,
don't want to complain about it not being total wine.
right.
I'll
I
tell you
don't
what,
know.
though,
We
I'm
might
not
we
a
can
big
ask
wine
Jeff
guy.
about those wines because I don't know anything about wines, right?
Um,
I have no way.
I'll tell you, I'm not a big wine guy, but when I was in California, I went out to one of the vineyards and had a glass. I was like, man, this is really good. It's really nice. It's like the fucking experience, hanging out with one of my coworkers. Like this is nice, man.
If you have it with the right food, it's not bad. I'm not a wine person.
Yeah.
Here's the thing about wine. Okay, anybody who's rookie about wines and doesn't drink a lot of wine, do not go straight to old wine.
Mm.
Drink
No.
young wine. They actually are better and more acceptable
Yeah,
in taste.
Yeah, they're fruity and all that
Yeah.
kind of stuff. That old wine's like all dry and
Yeah.
fucking
Go
bleh.
with 1 to 2 year wine. They are better for your wallet, taste better, and you don't have to make fun of yourself by complex. No, they're not supposed to be complex. They're supposed to just
Yeah,
taste good.
it tastes like grape juice with a little bit of bite, and you're like, all right, this is okay.
All right, and those are actually healthier for you than the old wine. All right, smoking an expensive aged wine is like trying to smoke $1,000 cigar and try to figure out what's in it, and then try to pick up every single little tiny note out of it and try to make
Yeah.
sense of that $1,000. No, go there, enjoy your $5 house wine, 1 or 2 cup of it, and call it a day. You're not a sommelier. You're not supposed to be expert in it. Just enjoy the drink.
We
Right.
had
So what else?
we had 2 bottles of wine with fucking dinner last night.
What are y'all smoking?
I just had the Foundation Olmec Claro, and then I grabbed a crema that Brandon handed me last night.
I just
I
had
like
the
Foundation.
Founders Connecticut, and now I'm having the EPC short.
What'd you say, Albert? I'm so sorry.
No, I asked the question and cut y'all off, so it's not my bad.
No, you're good.
I got a patrimonial.
Okay.
I have a laying around.
I would like to ask that question just cut off the top.
That's what it was.
What do you smoke, Albert?
I got the Yasser White
Okay,
series.
nice.
I still try to fathom how Yazer decided to, hey, let's pull up $90,000 so we can buy something.
Oh my god.
I still try to get over that. I mean,
Yeah.
that's some serious money.
Okay. So
But,
is that how much how much that box of those gold
No.
bowls or whatever?
So
Oh.
$90,000 buy you the NFT and 1 humidor. Okay, and because you have that humidor, now you can buy the cigar refill.
Oh my lord.
So 90 grand is entryway to buy those refills.
All right. I got talked out of those foundations today, by the way.
By who?
I ain't gonna say.
Yeah.
Dog, man.
Nah,
The
snitch on him, man.
the Claro the Claro wrapper of that Olmec is it's meaty. It's got a lot of spice to it. The Maduro I had the other night, it's just straight up fucking strong, man.
Construction problems is what I was told.
Really? I didn't have that issue.
Okay.
Everybody that I've seen that had it has enjoyed it.
Yeah. I mean, Nick Melillo does not put out bad things. So
Okay, I'm just saying.
like-
I've
it happens.
I heard from said construction problems.
It happens.
Wait,
Yeah.
talking about construction problem. Last time I was talking to, I think, Giuseppe about Magic Toast or like Alec Bradley cigar being having construction problem. Am I the only one? There's
No, I've had I've had 80% of them have burn and construction issues.
Because it sounds like no one else have issues other than me.
No, I've had like out of the 20 I've probably smoked, 20, 25 of them, I've had at least 15 or 18 of them have issues.
Yeah, I feel like it's like gambling, Now 10 times you're gonna lose.
But I've never actually had an Alec Bradley cigar smoke really, really well.
I had a few that smoked really well, and the one that gave me issue after I pulled the stem out, it worked. But well,
Sounds like
bang.
you have better luck with the Cuban Cohiba, which is like odd to say.
Right?
That's the
For the
thing about
gamble?
short fillers. Short filler cigar never ever have issue. Never ever have issue. They'll burn.
20's on a short filler kick, by the way, so you know.
Why?
You just gave one reason right there. Yeah.
I mean,
Well, mixed filler.
price point for people. I get that.
Yeah. Oh, he's going back to smoking McAuliffe now.
You can have a bunch of the maize.
Me? No, I don't smoke McAuliffe.
That was a joke, Tony.
I mean, I also smoke some like Fumas here and there. It actually that never gives me problem. It burns every single
But
one.
they always do. Yeah. Like you said, a Scorpion Fuma, it's actually pretty good.
Yeah. And they're really cheap. And then obviously box price cigars.
No, they're not. No, I looked. Wait a minute.
Scorpion
They're
Fumas are really cheap.
Okay, hold on. Is there a difference between the Scorpion and the Scorpion Fuma?
There it
Yeah.
is. Yeah.
The regular
Okay,
Scorpion's regular Scorpion's a long filler.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. Scorpion's Camacho. And then they're like
Gotcha. I got
Yeah.
you.
but Scorpion
I-
Fuma is like $2 to $3 a stick.
I think the Scorpions are better than the regular Camachos.
I agree with that. I will agree with
They've got
that.
a little more-
In
they've got more
in
depth to
some
'em.
extent, it is.
We've got more depth.
And the burn well and the smoke well. So long fillers, in my opinion, a lot of time is that short filler and long filler difference is the burn time.
We
For
should
me, a
start
lot
like
of time that's the difference.
movement of bring back the short filler, bring back the short filler.
Or mixed filler doesn't have to be short. All
Mixed
short
filler.
filler.
Yeah, mixed filler. Bring back the mixed filler. Bring back.
Or box press. So far, box press tend to have better draw for me.
Yep.
Right, because they're loose fill. Magic Toast, too many problems. That's why I don't buy it. Yeah, I mean, when I post it on Discord, no one else backed me up.
I'm right there with you, dude.
I think we backed you up.
At day it wasn't. At that day wasn't.
So it's
But-
safe to say that I'm not a big fan of Cheap Trick.
Cheap what?
Cheap Trick.
Why do you need that? You went to an event of some sort?
Yeah, the Cheap Trick was there.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah,
I don't know what that is though. So
It's a group.
I don't know.
Group. It's a group. They an old group, 80s group.
Mm.
I did not understand the whole concept of that.
It's a music group called Cheap Trick.
There's one thing that everybody knows about me will be I don't go to concert.
I don't either, man. I was
yeah,
telling my wife on the way home. I was like, I like to sit down concerts where you sit down, the music's not too loud, you can hear. I like those kind of concerts.
Let me reiterate this. I don't go to any concert, sports game, anything that has to wait in line.
So, Tony, if I took you to a hockey game, would you go?
I would not go.
Really?
Yeah.
Hockey is the one thing that's actually a lot of fun.
I understand that, but I don't like to wait in line.
You don't have to wait in line.
When you go in there, you do.
No, you don't. You walk right in, scan your tickets, go in, glass seats, good times.
You know what? I would say this. I went to a Devils game one time, and it was like smooth sailing.
So I went to one Red Sox game. When you leave, that line impossible to get out.
That's the bad part. Yes, I agree.
You leave during the seventh inning, you're out. You're going. Tie game doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. You go there, and then you have to wait. The next thing is getting out of your parking lot. Good luck.
Nah, you gotta leave early.
Well, then what? If I gotta leave early, I'm not getting my ticket worth.
Yeah, you're not getting your tickets worth. That's dumb.
Because you're there for the result.
Yeah.
Well, so now at Yankee Stadium now, what they do is the restaurants stay open 2 hours after the game.
It doesn't matter because when you go to a restaurant, you wait in line too.
No, if you go to the restaurant, you're sitting down. You're sitting down and you're getting waited on.
Well, yeah, you basically assume that all the restaurants is gonna have seat for you because you're the only one that's going to the restaurant after the game, right?
No, you go there during the seventh inning. You sneak, you go, you say
again, you just wasted your ticket.
No, because you're still in the stadium. You still able to watch the game on the TV.
Okay, so would you go to a movie theater, watch half the movie, go home, watch the rest?
No.
Listen, listen. If you're there, like for me, like if I'm there, I'm there for the entertainment for however long. I'm not about to sit and wait and be on a packed D train going home.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. You also don't like the line. That's why you find a way to go around it, right? But that's at your expense. They don't care if you leave early. They don't care if you leave the first ending. You already bought the ticket.
Tony, we'll take you to the trade show, and then we'll leave when everybody else is leaving. On top of the Vegas traffic, you sit there for fucking ever just trying to get a mile.
Let me just tell you, okay, there are things that I will go because my friends are there. And I'm actually, my entertainment is actually being with a friend, not necessarily what we're doing, right? So at that point, I am not waiting in line for what I'm doing, but I'm waiting in line because I'm there with my friend. Yeah, different story. But if I can avoid going to that kind of stuff, I try to. Because I told everybody about this, okay? You need to value your time, right? If my time is $500 an hour, just for example, means that if I'm waiting in line for $500 an hour, I'm losing $500 an hour just waiting in line. This waiting in line is not worth me to pay $500. I'd rather pay $500 more to get there early.
Tony, you are Cartman. You would buy your own theme park so you don't have to wait in line.
If I had the budget to $2 billion to buy a theme park, I would. In fact, every time I go to a theme park back in the days, I would buy a speed pass so I don't have to.
I don't blame you. That shit is so annoying. So frustrating.
And in fact, we no longer go to Disney or whatever thing like that because we hate waiting in line. We're wasting our lives away for 2 minutes, 10 minutes of entertainment. Obviously, baseball or sports are different. You're there for 2 hours. But is it worth it for you to wait 2 hours, 1 hour to get in, 1 hour to get out? Just for 2 hours?
No.
That's pretty much it. That's why I don't. Like, I'd rather spend that time, for example, I'd rather spend 4 hours hanging out with a friend, have 4 cigars.
Well, here's the thing. So, like, if I'm going to a game, I'm not going by myself. I'm going with somebody that I'm cool with. So for us, like, it's the experience of going to the game, and then even if we're there to the end and we gotta wait in the line, we're still there, we're still talking, we're still chatting, talk about the game. You know, maybe heading back to Manhattan to get something to eat. So for us, it's like, all right, well, whatever. All right, well, we know we got to deal with this with the crowded train. So we're gonna sit there and just enjoy each other's company.
Here's the thing, though. I am for try everything at least one time in your life and then decide what you want to do after. So I've been to a concert in my life, hated it. I've been to a sports game, well, actually more than one sports game. I definitely hated it. So I decided anything, and I went to theme parks 4 times actually, and not liking it. So I decided anything that waiting in line is not worth my time. I'd rather have my friend decide something else. That, hey, you might have to drive 40 minutes, an hour, 2 hours to go hang out with your friend, but you get to hang out with your friend. I do that. I fly 6 hours just to hang out with friends for a couple of days.
Yeah, but traveling there is the same thing as going to a sporting event.
It's not the
legal.
same because the value of what I'm getting, I cannot have the same experience with my friend being away from you guys and smoke over the video versus hang out with you guys face to face. So that's worth it for me. But if I were to watch a sports game at home, hell yeah, I got a big TV, it zooms in whenever I want to. When there's nothing happening, I get to go to the bathroom, no waiting line, clean bathroom, warm up toilets. I think that's worth my time more. Oh yeah, and no $10 drink. So I rather do that. But I cannot get the same experience to hang out with all of you guys without flying 6 hours, 10 hours. I do that. That's worth my time. Because my goal was hang out with my friend.
So me going to sport, it's an experience. So like, and I'll stay for a full game. Like if me and my brothers are going to a Yankee game, because we go to a game every year. We go to at least one game a year. And we'll get there maybe, 20 minutes before the game starts. We'll get there, watch the players warm up, and we'll stay for the full game. And after the game, we're sitting there talking about the game, and we're getting on the train back to Manhattan.
Again, I'm talking about, based on experience. If you enjoyed it, sure. For me, both sports games, I fall asleep. I literally fall asleep. You're so far away and you're seeing the game going, you'd rather have that zoom in on TV. And especially the hockey game, I can tell you I cannot follow the freaking puck. So I'm only there to watch the fight, really. I can watch on TV replay. Right?
No,
so.
You know what? And it's a little different when you're watching it in the stadium, because like you're able to see what's going on in the dugout. You're able to see what the managers are seeing, are kind of trying to communicate to the infield, to the players, tell the players, the shifter and this guy, like you see the third baseman pull out the bad note to see what to do and what to expect when this guy's up. So so for me, it's worth it because you're seeing the game, but you're also seeing the little nuances of the game.
Again, it's what interests you, right? So what interests you? Because a lot of times when you watch on TV, they replay those parts, even play the microphone.
No,
you can hear those, but you cannot hear that in the game field. There's no way to hear it unless in the front.
No, but even when you watch it on TV, they're in between pitches. They're going around.
All right, I got a question for y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody fucking answered it either. Well, Michael responded to it. But on these damn little bullshits that they put on your wrist, why don't they taper where the glue part is? So you don't have to line it up you don't have to line it up perfectly.
Because it costs less to produce it that way?
Don't care. I mean,
you don't have to line it up perfectly. It can stick out. Nobody cares.
Yeah, it sticks on your freaking hair, man.
Well, not everybody have body hair. If you have a scissor, you can cut the end of it too, if you want to.
Tony, that's why it still ain't fixed, man. That's why it's not, because that kind of thinking has caused this not to get fixed.
I agree. I've worn many of those fucking wristbands, and they're
Thank you, Michael. Thank you, Michael.
Well, here's the thing. I don't like that kind of stuff. Hence, I don't go to anything that requires those.
Oh my god. All right, but all we got to do is make some that taper, and we now are the new seller of those things.
And then whether or not they're willing to pay that extra 4 cents.
I don't think it's extra 4 cents.
You have to add one more step to it.
So
cutting it.
So
and it will cost extra money, right? Everything, any step that's extra will cost extra.
Yeah. Depends.
Because it's a single strip.
Depends.
So now they have the tool at the end to cut the end differently.
Yeah, but they can do it.
Yeah, they can do it. Of course, everything's money. Value, money, they can do it.
Added value.
Right? I don't go to that kind of stuff. I'd rather have those, like, stamp. Some places, they just stamp your hand and then it's like black light and check it. Some people just show ticket. Why can't you just show ticket? What happened to those show ticket shit?
Yeah. What do you think, Michael? Do you agree with me?
Yeah. It'd be worth that extra couple cents for people. I don't know.
I much rather go to an event where they give you the linear with the badge thing.
That's extra money.
That's a lot more money.
Yeah, but you get to keep it. You don't go home and rip it off and throw it away.
Right. So back to my thing. How have they not solved this problem yet? These have been around for years and years, and nobody has thought to taper the damn thing. Come on, man.
I didn't think that was an issue because I don't use it.
I understand. I get it. And that's fine.
Plus, I don't have any arm hair.
Any thoughts on that, Michael?
I don't know.
And
I don't know
Albert, why didn't you just put it over your arm or something like that instead of your wrist?
It's a wristband.
But
Yeah.
you so long as it's on you somewhere, you don't have to have it on your wrist. You can put it on your belt. You can put it on somewhere.
Usually they put them on you.
Yeah, you say I have rash. I can't put it here, so I put it somewhere else.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Very true.
So long you have that, right? They just check that. You're like, hey, there you go. Ding.
Yeah.
See, it wasn't that big of a problem.
Normally they don't want it to be transferable, you know.
Well, once you glue it, it's not transferable. So yeah, I put it on the side of my belt. I taped it.
Okay, so you put it around on a necklace.
Yeah.
Take the necklace
So long
off,
as I
give it
have it, it's glued on.
No. You take the necklace off, give it to someone else. Now they can have it, right?
Well, but then you don't have it. Then you can't go in now. You can't go in.
Oh my god. No, that's not how it works.
Mhm.
What makes you think that once I put that on, I cannot have some glue and then glue it on someone's hand too?
Oh yeah, of course you can.
Yeah. So there's always a way around it. I mean, the point is that once you get in, they put one on there. So long as you don't go in and out, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Right? I'm putting on my belt loop so I can transfer it. So there you go. If you don't want to be transferable, yeah, I put on my belt loop. Put on my arm over the shirt. I can put it over my shirt.
Tony, you just like finding exceptions, don't you?
Well, there's other ways around it. I mean, I don't understand it. So
I want to address the problem. Just make an exception. It's okay.
All right.
I mean, there are people complain about ketchup, and when they made an easier access ketchup, nobody want to buy them.
Oh, I buy those. I like it. I love the upside down bottle. I love that.
No. I'm talking about ketchup pack. So you know
Oh.
how ketchup pack people hate ripping it and squeeze it everywhere.
Yeah.
So they made box one. And
Yeah,
then nobody want to buy
I
them.
love those. Yeah, Whataburger uses those. I love those.
No, I like them.
McDonald's
Good
used to
stuff.
use it too, and they're like, oh, it costs
The
too much.
little
We're not
French
gonna do
fry hot tubs is what they're called.
that, right? They start to say that costs too much. It's not, you know, people grab like 20
No,
of those,
no,
put it
no.
at home, use it.
Whataburger uses them, and they're called French fry hot tubs.
Good stuff right there.
So I mean, if you know, you gotta. I'm pretty sure they probably do sell the taper ones. Just that company decided not to buy it.
I don't know. I've never
They'll
seen
make
one.
it to any shape you want. They're probably sure that they can make it because every end is tapered. They just didn't want to pay that money. If they want to pay that money, everything can be altered. In fact, if you pay enough money, instead of band, they put a midget right next to you.
Midget. Wow.
Everybody holds a midget. I vouch for him.
So sorry, Tony, using the wrong
Little people.
Thank you. Yeah, listen. Listen. You can mess around, and next thing you get your channel striked.
I don't care. Strike. I don't make money out of the channel. Jesus Christ.
You know, like, oh, you use the offensive language.
That's a legit word for them. Some people rather be called that.
Yeah.
Listen, like you can't use the word retard no more. Can't call nobody a retard.
You just used the word retard. Just did. Miley Cyrus is a fucking retard.
Yeah.
You're the reason why Tony's channel's banned.
If this channel's banned, we just go straight to the same meat. I
Yeah,
don't care.
Why don't you just come up with a third one? Because there's already been two. Do a third one inside of a minute.
I am not sponsored. I say whatever I want. And that's the only way to run a cigar channel nowadays. Is don't get sponsored.
Like
You're muted, Michael.
Another one is the word cripple. You can't use the word cripple no more.
Cripple?
You're still
Yeah.
muted.
Because you can't be like, oh, well, that he's a crippled person.
Huh.
Oh,
That's
Michael froze.
Yeah.
I don't understand why you had to use other words to describe something. It means the same thing. It means the same thing. Don't twist word. Don't stop making shit up.
Tony's in a mood tonight, man.
I'm in a great mood. I
Yeah.
haven't been in such a good mood since last week.
We can tell.
Mhm.
Ah.
I'm in a great mood. Why? Because I got my shit done.
What's up with Michael, man?
I think his phone has an issue. That's why he froze. But here's the thing. People don't know. During the time where you guys are chatting in the morning, I have a lot of work to deal with. So when I see shit on the Discord, like dissing me or whatever, even if it's just for fun, I get frustrated. I don't have time for that shit.
Who dissed you this morning, man? Nobody.
Not this
dissed you.
morning, but I'm saying if the people do it between the time of 6 a.m. to maybe 3 or 4 p.m., maybe 6 p.m., I got a lot of shit. I'm reading the same shit over the dumbest, dumbest business plan ever created. I read them. And then if somebody give me dumb shit, I'm just gonna like, what the fuck?
All right. So Josh is the only one that reacted to the sign. Is that a man or a woman in the picture, man? No one responded to that.
What sign? I didn't read the
What's
Discord today. Oh, okay. Is that a man or a woman? That is a woman.
Think it's a woman?
That is a woman. Because guys doesn't hurt their kids like that.
Right.
What do you think, Innocent?
Do I have to put it on the screen?
That's
Yeah.
a woman. Look at her hips.
All right.
The hips, right? The hips.
Yeah, she's got a little butt and using the color red.
That's a woman.
And that is that's a sign that you gotta be a family bathroom. And most times mother taking their kids to a family bathroom.
Yeah. So like I'm going to the restroom, right? And I'm trying to figure out which way do I go here, right? And I see that sign.
Hold on.
That's a big ass photo, man.
I'm
Hey,
like, shit.
I'm gonna upload a big photo. What am I gonna do?
That's
Shrink.
just the corner.
Yeah, I gotta keep shrinking the corner to make it smaller. Holy shit, this picture is big.
That's what she said.
Almost there.
Michael's internet went down, he said.
Okay. Trying to go reboot his router. He might not make it back. Oh my god, this picture's huge. There we go.
That's a chick, man, with like long pants.
Yeah, that's a female sign.
All right.
Yeah. I don't think there is
Hold on.
big debate on that one, no? They draw a little butt.
I'll show you. Hold on. Hold tight.
Well, is that supposed to be a man?
I want to show you. Yeah, hold on. It's not that big of a deal. I was just trying to get it.
Wait a second. Let me also ask: is this picture in the U.S. or Thailand?
Oh, it's here. I saw it the other night.
Because if Thailand, that could be a guy too. Okay. So you have a picture between a feminist and a female.
Yeah. Like on one side is that one. On the other side,
I think that's two different things. One of them is their kids about to piss their pants and had to run faster, so they can't run with the skirt. The other one is push cars, so different.
the first one's the men's and the second one's the women's. Show the second one on the screen.
I think, in all honesty, is if you put both picture in context, then yeah. But if you only have one picture, I think that's a female. Does that help?
Just show the second one.
I'm trying to.
Yeah, okay.
Do a screenshot, and that way you just pop it up there.
I mean, people are gonna say that's sexist. Why does female have to wear a skirt?
Yeah.
Hey,
And why if this is actually what's his name?
Caitlin.
Fabio?
Fabio.
What the hell?
Yeah, long hair. There are
and he's
guys
wearing
with long hair.
and he's wearing a kilt.
I mean, yeah, if this is Scotland, that could be a male. Rockstar. Running with the cart. Yeah, if they're putting side to side, then I can understand. Yeah, one of them is supposed to be a male, but they should have changed that to blue. I guess they ran out of paint. But, you know, it's like almost international language where you put red as a female and blue as a male.
I always liked, I watched The Office, you know, and Creed was like, they were airing complaints, and Creed was like, I want to complain that the restrooms are racist.
Don't use it.
No, he's like, the restrooms are racist. They're for white people only.
Why?
Why? Why is it white people only?
Because there's a picture of a white person on it. Like, if
It
you
does
look at the sign, it's a white person.
All right. There's one female left. Today's
when you
topic
look
for my
at it-
wife.
When you look at it, it like, you know, you didn't think of it that way, but it was funny. It's like,
My wife watched this video about a Dubai female saying that in their country culture, that women should be doing all the housework. And if you choose to go to work, you also have to take on, it should be additional. So you should still take all the housework and work. Because the man's job is to provide and they don't do housework.
Okay.
Right? My wife got all pissed off, saying that's a very like sexist comment. And basically said, turn it off and ask me what I think. And I told her it makes all the sense in the world. Conceptually, in a way, as this concept is absolutely true. Man's job is to provide, woman's job should be go home, stay home, take care of the kid, and all that stuff. But hold on, she flipped. She flipped.
Yeah.
But let me finish. She agreed with what I say afterward. All right. But first, I want to hear your opinion. What do you think about this statement? Women should take care of the kids at home where man provides, and they should not go to work. If they go to work, they should also take on their bargain.
I think that if they're going to work and they have children, they're going to do it. It should be part-time. Because people can say what they want. It is human nature.
Well,
it's just how it works.
The statement basically says the man's job is to provide and give everything in the house, so they should not be doing any housework, and women should be doing all of it and be a housewife.
I mean, I don't know. I think guys should still contribute to stuff in that aspect. But the dynamic is a woman is a nurturer by nature, and men are providers by nature. And I think that's pretty simple.
Well, they're saying like housework, like wash dishes and all that,
There's nothing wrong with that.
clean the house. They say that
this is
man is the provider, so female should be doing.
No, there's nothing wrong that men should help out and do that.
So I grew up in a family very traditional. The man went out to work, female stayed home and did all the house duties, cleaning, cooking, took care of the kids. To me, it's normal. Now, in this day and age, it's not so normal. So growing up, I always knew it's my job to be the breadwinner. Go make the money, you come home, and the wife should have, especially if she doesn't have a job, she should have dinner or starting dinner or something. And I'm probably gonna get a lot of shit for this, but that's just how I fucking grew up. There are still a lot of places that are like that too, where men will work, women will stay home. If a woman has a job, she will also come home and still do the cooking and the cleaning. That's
And we're only talking about this in the sense of Muslim, by the way. because that's their teaching. That's their cultural teaching.
Well, Muslims are very, very strict on that.
Right.
Mm.
So I will explain the rest of the story afterwards. But now that we have your comments, cultural, it makes sense. Sure. Okay. And Michael says, it should be shared. It is what it is, kind of thing. Right.
Yeah.
What about
So-
innocent Albert?
Well,
Wait a minute. He's calling me innocent.
I said, what
Oh,
about
no,
innocent
you,
Albert?
you. Okay, he meant innocent. Okay, go ahead, innocent.
well, I think that everybody has a role. So as a man, your role is to, like, instance, like, if garbage stuff needs to be fixed, you take care of that kind of stuff. Everybody has a role. Like the woman, the women, the house is a reflection of her. So if you live in a house and the house looks shitty, they're not gonna then look at the woman like, yo, she's not taking care of her house.
Right.
So,
All right, Albert.
well, I wasn't done talking. You just cut me off.
Yeah.
But you're saying the same thing, right? You are agreeing with that should be what it is. He's saying the house is a reflection of the wife, so they should take care of it, right? Okay, so Albert, what do you think?
All right, so I'll speak from my experience, and that way, whatever.
Okay,
I think it was when our second was born. Was about a year and a half. Or a year and a half apart. They're about a year and a half apart. My wife stopped working and stayed home to raise the kids, and it was a sacrifice for us to do that. But we felt like it was important that she be the caretaker for them, and I worked my ass off to fucking make ends meet for that to work. But that was our choice. And when they got to where they can go to school, she took on like a part-time job. Actually, she started working for the school a little bit, and so she'd have a similar schedule. So that's kind of the path we took. And primarily because you spend money on daycare. Like you either, if you go to work, two people go to work, the kids got to get taken care of in some way, and you wind up working to pay someone else to take care of your kid. And there's a lot of extra expenses involved so it just financially worked out better for us to. It is a struggle too, by the way. So it wasn't.
And daycare is very expensive now. It's
Right.
super expensive.
So there's different parts of that. Now, whether it be her being the breadwinner, me being the breadwinner, I don't think that was ever really a thing. I mean, if she had a profession that maybe raised more money, then I probably would have been one to stay home. But
so now we have everybody's opinion. Now we have everybody's opinion. This is what happened after. Okay, I told her conceptually and culturally, what she says is true. Man is providing everything. Woman, stay home, raise a kid, enjoy life, right? And do the chores, because now you have just treat that as 8 hours a day job. Okay.
well, more than 8. Really.
Well, not because after they get home, all the chores should be done. Okay. Now,
But they're not. You still got other shit to do.
but let me put it together. All right. So I said that's true. She's like, why? And I was like, well, obviously in our culture that's not how it is, but in their culture that's what it is. So before you get into a marriage, you already know why you married to. If that's not the life you like, don't marry to that. Don't marry to that. Clean your own shit, right? But here's the caveat on that statement: man provides everything. That means if they fail to and you had to go out to work, that statement's no longer valid. Right? If he cannot provide you everything that you want, you cannot buy a Louis Vuitton every fucking day and you had to go out and work for that, then that whole statement is gone. Because now he's not providing everything. So if the first part is true, then the whole thing is true. If the first part is false, the whole thing is false. So if you had to work as a female, then he can't tell you to go clean the shit because he didn't hold his own end of the bargain. He didn't provide you everything. And then culturally they might say, I provide you shelter and food. Well, I can do the same thing living in my parents' house. My parents provide me shelter and food, and I get to go out and work and buy my Louis Vuitton. Why not have to raise kid with you? So yeah, that statement is completely true. So long as the man provide. And if he cannot make enough money to provide that, then yeah, you shouldn't have done that. Well, here's the thing though. Majority of people in Dubai can probably afford that kind of lifestyle. Where one man works, make millions, a woman enjoy. No one will go to work if they have money. Don't give me that, oh, I want my career and all shit. It's all because you didn't have enough money to spend. If you have enough money to spend, you will not work a day in your life. And that's what I told her. I said, oh yeah, that does make sense. Yeah, that statement is completely true so long as he can afford every single one of them. And guess what? They tend to have a multiple wife system. So if they only get, so they have 2 wives, right? What they provide is only half. So you only do half the chore. The other one do the other half chore. Makes sense to me. Makes sense to me, right?
So I have one quick question to ask, because I seen it on the news the other day. They were talking about moving to 4-day work weeks, and people only getting paid only getting paid 32 hours a week.
32 hours a week.
Yes,
Okay.
instead of the normal 40. And they were trying to say in that work production moved up, like,
Yeah.
oh, people are doing better, and it's like, and the company goes, oh, we saved, our profits went up, but obviously your profits are going to go up because your payroll is shorter.
That's not completely true. I'll address that afterward. Martin, go ahead.
So I'll say this. I think it's a woman's nature to take care of the home, because there's a short time in my life where I'd gotten with someone who was in a bad situation, and she ended up moving in with me. I had my own apartment. I was paying for all my shit. She moved in. I came home the first day of her being at my house. I came home, fucking the house was clean, the fucking laundry was done, everything in the house was done. It's a woman's nature to do that. So if women get mad about that shit, if you're put in a situation, what's women gonna do? They're gonna be like just sitting there not doing shit. No, they're gonna find something to do. What is there to do? Housework, cleaning, cooking, whatever.
I wouldn't say that's their nature. I say in statistically, woman does better job on those. Guys will just shove all the shit into the closet and close the door and never see it, right? So they like their way and they do it, sure. I mean, in majority of today's situations, people share work because some people does something better, right? You're not gonna change the light bulb in your house. I mean, the female isn't gonna change the light bulb in your house. You will do. So that's the nature. But if the culture is like that, you know what you're marrying to, so you know what the bargain is. Don't like it, don't marry. Right? That's the culture. Move somewhere else where they understand where a female doesn't do that, then they'll move to America. Then they'll be fine.
Yes,
Or
sir.
be single. You'll be happier. Right? So that statement culturally is true, but does not apply to everywhere else. And I say that statement is true because under that circumstance, if any part of it is false, then that whole statement is false, right? Because if the guy cannot provide, no. Okay. And to address Anderson's question, when you move shorter week, you still have the same amount of work. That means people are more proactive to do the work to finish that work within the 4-day period.
Martin bragging over there. Look at that. Look at that shit.
Within the 4-day period. So yeah, their payroll is gonna go up because they have less working days. Sure. But it does not necessarily mean because less people are working that 8 hours. That 8 hours isn't really saving any money because 8 hours you're also making. You see what I'm saying? Those 8 hours of work time that they're missing, people could have been making. So the payroll is not saved on that day off. They just be more proactive, more working, so the same amount of work, same thing 4 days, because a lot of people waste time at work. Don't tell me that you don't. Everybody wastes time at work.
Oh, so speaking, so just quick, actually got employee of the month at my job. I'm like, how the fuck I get that shit?
Yeah, that's shit, man.
Right?
Yeah, I was like, oh,
well, congratulations, but at the same time, like I say, there is no such thing as, oh, I save money because I have less people. If they have the same amount of productivity on the same 5 days, they'll make even more money. The point is that they shrink it so people are happier and so they can work harder on the 4 days. right? If you have one extra day off, you can hang out, you can do other things, you can relax, de-stress. You gotta work better on the 4 days, right? Just similar like I don't know, Chick-fil-A or something like that. You know, they have amount of work that is crammed to that 4 day, and you understand that you have to finish that in 4 days. Then you finish that 4 day and get a fifth day off. You're not necessarily saving any money. You just have that same amount of money. It looks better because you're not having the 5th day expense, but also you don't have the 5th day earning. Right? Just imagine a restaurant not open on 5th day. That's a lot of money lost. That's why restaurant doesn't really do that, because every day is earning. But for business, you can have a project finishing 4 days at a time. Okay, Albert.
Right, cool. So Martin was talking about how we came home, his house was clean and shit like that.
Mhm.
But when I came home, my house was dark and my pots were cold. She been hanging around with Tina Jones and who knows who.
When you enter a marriage, you already know how this is like, you know, how life is going to be like. This is why I always recommend people have a 30-day trial period. Bring someone that you're planning to marry to live with you for 30 days. If you can't stand their guts, don't marry them. Because after 30 days, they will show you every bad thing about them, all the bad habits that they have. And if they clean every day, if they stop at the 30th day, you know. That's
I
temporary.
told my wife she got to change her evil ways.
So, like my wife and I, we understand our role very well, and we share the work. Does she clean? Yeah, she does the cleaning, but I do the cooking. So, we share the work.
Wow.
Providing, right, also means provide food on the table. I put the freaking food on the table. Yeah, some people expect the wife to cook, but when you're expecting your man to cook after they get home at 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, you won't eat until 8.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
You won't eat until 8. So you kind of have to do what work that makes sense, right? So yeah, if you want to eat by 6, you know, you don't just eat for your. Okay, as a female, do you just eat for yourself? Do you just cook one instant noodle and eat that? No, you make a meal. Your kids have to eat too, right? So what is the difference to be making a meal for 3 people versus making a meal for 4 people? Makes no difference. That's just really whining about it, because you marry into a situation that you already decided to. So if you marry to a culture that does that, that's what it is. Don't marry to a culture. If you don't like that culture, go marry a white person. Don't go marry an Asian that's like, you know, that's like, I don't know, simping over their white woman. Go do that. They will never make you do work. They will work themselves to death. If you don't separate, if you don't assign work to each person to live together, you're not compromising. Then you're not doing anything, because everybody can go work. Everyone can go make a living on their own. If they choose to do both, now it's compromise. Yes, Albert.
Did Michael give us the information that Brandon alluded to?
No, because I talked to Michael about this. We decided not to tell him.
All right, good.
Okay, so it's my fault. If anybody just like, why doesn't Michael tell anybody about this? I heard the news. I choose not to tell anybody. That's my
All
fault.
right, that's cool.
But you guys might thank us afterward.
Yeah, for sure.
It's better for you not know and really have that excitement to know what it is at the end of it, and make this Miami meat really good for everything
All right.
else after
Well,
that. And this goes beyond the Miami meat. So,
All right. I had a good dad joke, and I'm not going to tell y'all now. So there's that.
Okay.
that's fine. That's fine. And this news is so good that I have to try really hard not to talk about it. But we decided not to talk about it because it's going to be much better if you.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll just say save money. In fact, not just you had to save money, I had to save money. Right? Because it's got to be good. It's got to be good. Right? And in reality, I think everybody kind of already have a sense of what's happening. I just don't want to put it out there.
Yeah.
Right? I think already people kind of know. I actually, we talked about it. And we just don't, we don't want to tell you which one it is. We talked about a few things.
Yeah, you will not be disappointed. We'll say that.
All right. Well, okay.
And another thing, the reason why we don't want to announce it is because it may or may not happen. I don't want to tell you guys things where in the end something went wrong.
Yeah, no, odds. I mean, odds are with time and everything's gonna go.
All right.
It's looking good, so it's good
Yeah.
news. But at the same time, I
Okay.
don't want to be disappointed at the end, and by making such a positive announcement, not having it.
All right.
Oh yeah.
That's what I learned from the past 3 years,
hmm
Yep. Don't mention anything until it happens.
right? If we actually had it happen, things are like of evidence that it happened, then maybe we'll talk about it. But at this moment, can't. I can only tell you that it's a good news.
Oh yeah.
Are we getting like a Shadow Smoker Solution billboard in
I
Miami?
saw.
Say that again?
Are we getting like a Shadow Smoker Solution billboard in Miami?
If
Welcome
we
to Miami,
if we
Shadow
do,
Smokers
you know
Legion.
it's only gonna appear for like about 2 seconds. That's how much we can afford. 2 seconds. Crowdfund it for 2 seconds.
It'd be one of those digital ones. Oh, there it is. There it's gone.
You know, to be really honest, we can all donate 1 cigar to Innocent or Rick and have them hold a billboard walking around New York. That'd be fine too. That'd be a lot cheaper,
A lot cheaper.
right? A lot cheaper. So
Bring your Drew Estates to Miami.
we'll lock you outside. So yeah, I mean, I will say that TPE kind of disappointed, but at the same time, that means we have more to look forward on.
Yeah,
PCR.
PCA will be good,
PCA.
but that's what I said. But on the back end, it's there's a lot of positive going on.
When is PCR?
PCA is in July.
PCA, okay. July. So yeah, I mean, there's still a lot to look forward to. I guess just that the next few months is not a lot, you know, not a lot. But then that gave you guys a chance to save up. I mean, I actually save up. I just pay my tax today. I just pay my tax today.
Ew.
Oof.
Let's just say that like the taxes look so bad that my wife was gonna buy her shoes last week that she decided not to.
Wow.
Yeah, this morning she's like, "Yeah, I don't think I gotta go shopping today. I don't think we can buy that."
Yeah.
shoe." I was
Yeah,
like,
you being self-employed, that's depressing.
right, right. I was like, ah, shit. Yeah, that looks really bad.
Well, fuck.
Yeah, we were talking about taxes. Well, it was technically yesterday morning, but night before last, because yesterday I didn't get to bed till like 4 a.m. and shit. But yeah, everybody was talking about that. Feel bad for some of the guys.
Yeah, I mean, we had a notification in Massachusetts to hold your tax until later on because they can't process that many or something like that. So I fuck, I'm gonna get it through because I need to know like how much budget I have and things that I need to do for the rest of the year. So I just went, and it looks. So yeah,
So, did you order a bunch of shit?
did I order a bunch of shit?
No, Michael.
Not a lot of stuff.
All right.
Right. So yeah, I guess it's only 3 months, 2 months in the year, right? So 2 months into the year, still a lot going on, and I think obviously we'll be shifting our focus to either the PCA stuff or the Miami stuff really for this.
Oh yeah.
That's why we gotta be. But the poker chip you guys saw, I already ordered it.
Cool.
We'll have the pink poker chip. If you want to think of it as the breast cancer awareness, go for it. This looks great. That's got to be part of the swipe pack. And we have a few more items that I am thinking of that I still have time to make, that I had to see what is possible for the swipe pack. The swipe pack, I think, is going to be around the $40 mark.
Okay.
Okay. Not bad.
We're not going to have the premium because I didn't make the 2 point time. Didn't cost me that kind of crazy. And that kind of crazy, I learned it's not that good because now I have a lot left over.
Yeah.
So we gotta focusing on the event and the time spent there, less of. But you still gotta get sweat to remember the day. And in fact, I think whatever that's gonna happen there is gonna put long term for you guys.
Okay.
I might go make linear. just so that everybody can wear their freaking ID in front of them. That might be doable. I don't know. All right. So
Well, I'm
11,
gonna say
11.
this: if you do the little bullshits like this,
We're
buy the
not gonna
ones
do
with-
that. I mean, you
buy,
know
buy
me.
buy the ones that are tapered.
You know me. If I don't like something, I would not make it.
All right, just saying.
Right. So if you have problem with that, I probably wouldn't make it because it's stupid. If it's me, I make the whole lanyard.
It should be tapered, right?
I wouldn't even make that because it's a hassle.
But I'm saying if you did though, it should be tapered.
Right. We instead we have everybody come in, report their social security number, you can get it.
You're not gonna agree with me at all, are you?
Nah.
All right.
Because I don't think it's a big problem. I really don't think it's a big problem.
All right. Well, there's people watching. Let's see if they think one, if it should be tapered.
All right, go
Two,
ahead.
if it's no
I give you a minute. Type 1 if you think it should be taped. Don't type anything if you don't think it's a big issue. We'll give them 1 minute.
Well, we don't know if they vote or not. If they don't type anything, we don't know if they're voting.
Or give them the 1 minute. 1 minute to type 1.
One, if they think it should be tapered. Two, if it should not be tapered.
No, if you don't type it, it means that it doesn't matter to them.
No, it means that
It did not matter to them enough for they had to type.
I don't even know what we're talking about.
wow. So we all smoking. What the fuck?
I'm done smoking. 1 minute.
I just lit up.
Give another 30 seconds.
All right. I hope the next time y'all put them on, it catches on your little hair, and then you. have to
No
pull it
one's gonna
off.
put it on, and you
Oh,
wouldn't be
I'm
from me.
telling you,
All right, if anybody put
it's
one
gonna
on, it wouldn't
happen.
be from me.
It's gonna happen.
Not
You'll
gonna
be
happen.
thinking- You'll be thinking, shit, I should have voted one.
No, if it's me, I'll do the fucking stamp.
You don't have a choice if you go somewhere where they do them.
I don't go to places that do them.
You don't know that, Tony.
I know that. No, that's it. Nobody type of 1. It's not that big of an issue. Calm down. You can tie it anywhere else. You can tie it anywhere else. I mean, when they tie your hand, what tells them that you cannot take it off?
Your thumb.
Some people can just
What's
move
this
it
part of your
enough to
hand?
pull it
What's this
out.
part of your hand? I guess the palm.
Well,
the
some
palm?
people can't take it off. Some people can take it off.
No, not enough. If it's on tight enough.
It's too tight and uncomfortable.
There's a medium spot.
Well, that's the thing. Still a gauge that people can take it off. And what makes it that I cannot just rip it and then go retape it in there somewhere?
Right.
You know, everybody can bring a little bit of cigar glue and then just. You can.
Did you have a steak dinner, Michael?
Let's see. We had Benihana one night. We had some really wicked grilled cheeses one night. And then we had Italian last night.
All right,
Michael, when you
be
went to-
honest, right? What belt were they?
Pardon?
What color belt did your guy have?
I'm so confused on what you're talking about.
Okay, you went to Benihana.
Yeah.
What color belt did the person have?
Oh, I don't remember.
Was it
Why would they
orange,
have a belt?
yellow, or black?
Oh, I don't remember.
Why do they have belt?
It has to do with their experience.
Oh, the guy was pretty good.
Okay,
I
Benihana
don't
is
remember.
teppanyaki, right? It's teppanyaki,
Yeah.
right?
Mhm.
So how many of you actually enjoyed their stupid jokes and performance?
Oh, we thought it was funny.
Me and my wife
Wake up.
never laugh at those kind of things. We just give us food so we can eat.
I know. Did he sit there and bang on the thing the whole time?
Yeah, it's
Did he
noisy
do a
as
bit of-
hell. It's annoying. I was
Of
like, do
course.
not play with their
Yeah.
food, man. Did your parent didn't teach you? Don't play with their food.
Of course he did.
In Japan, if you go eat teppanyaki, they don't do that kind of stuff. It's insult to their food.
It's Americanized, man.
That's the problem. and we don't find any of those jokes funny. So we're, like that's why we don't go to teppanyaki, because like we just steer the guys like you gotta play with them. Don't just give us food. We just
Yeah,
wanna
it
eat.
was funny. It was funny. It was entertaining. It was like fucking 11 o'clock at night.
What'd you have?
I had steak and shrimp
Did you get any?
with fried rice and all that shit. We got some sushi as well.
Did you get any scallops?
No, we got no, we had steak and shrimp. No, we got sushi for a starter.
We're the only one that feel that those things is kind of degrading.
Well, Tony, we're not the same culture that you are.
I guess that's what it is. Anyways, 11-16. As usual, go to the tribal. I'll talk to you guys
All right.
later. Have a good night, everybody.
I
Bye,
got a cool story if you want to hang out for a few minutes, Tony.
All right,
got what?
we'll do that.
I got a funny story that I cannot tell on
I'll
YouTube.
hang out for a few minutes. All right.
All right.
Go to the tribal. Good night.